My name is Dr. Rufus O. Jimerson, and my book is called entitled The Mental Slavery That Undermines Self-Reliance, Unity, and Development Among African Americans, Volume 2. This is the second volume of 2. At Amazon.com under books. This volume highlights the televised images that marginalize blacks, the politics of resentment designed to retard black progress, and treatment as citizens, and the quest to overcome the post-traumatic slave syndrome produced by the racial animus imposed by the larger society. The book spotlights Trump's alt-right movement and how it reinforces the racial animus that undermines self-reliance, unity, and development among African Americans. This movement and Trump, the GOP's nominee, disgraced one, for president, are spewing racial and sexual hatred on steroids. The resulting mental slavery bonding blacks accelerates their own self-destruction and black-on-black exploitation and disregard for their own lives. The culture of racial expendability encourages this destructive behavior. Sexual and drug abuse, alcoholism, etc. The book provides ideas from Pan-African Consciousness Movement, activists, and teachers, and their linkage to a greatness in our past. Hope and change is buried within the DNA, the genes. The book proposes means to awaken and release this infinite potential. The greatness of our ancestors that ruled civilization for tens of thousands of years, from antiquity to the high Middle Ages, is identified. It makes a strong case that we are the true chosen people who have been enslaved in Babylon for nearly 400 years, but are finding our way to the promised land through DNA and the third eye, the Stargate to the spiritual world within. All right. Again, we'll go over that later. I'm going to show you some images that are highlighted in the book. Here we see, make sure you can see it, one of the programs which we raised some question. Does Fox's empire reinforce stereotypes? That image is there, the story behind it, the analysis, all that's included in the book. Saturday mornings. White hegemony in animated superheroes. We are the black superheroes. This is a major slave. Stacy Dash, a mental slave, subject of self-hatred. Also online, change to try to get her removed, but you can't remove her because she's on Fox. But there's a petition, I believe, against her. It's definitely a petition to get her off the view. This slave, Raven Simone, another slave with a petition for removal. You see a slave, Raven Simone. Another slave, at least proceed as one, Don Lemon, perceived slave with online petition for removal. Okay. And we have warriors. All right, liberators. Jesse Williams, defender of Black Lives and BET Humanitarian Award. He shows us the way, the pathway to true freedom and liberation and self-determination. We began not as slaves, but as kings and queens. And that's all highlighted, and the stories are there in the book. Reclaiming our history as kings and queens for tens of thousands of years. A monument to Nubian pharaohs of the Kemet, the land of the blacks, known as the early or ancient Egypt. You can see that. We were made in the image of glorious ancestors. We are descendants of glorious ancestors, as shown. We are descendants of goddesses in ancient India and China. All right? Goddesses, gods, kings, and queens. Trump, Pence, and their campaign to make America submit to their hate and white supremacy. That's what we're confronting today. Then we have slaves. This slave believes Black Lives Matter incites a race war. We have a number of those. All right, again, my name is Dr. Rufus Rojimerson. My book is entitled The Mental Slavery That Undermines Self-Reliance, Unity, and Development Among African Americans, Volume 2. It is at Amazon.com under books. All right. Look forward to your feedback. And first you have to purchase it, and feedback in regards to the material. And instructions are given. Thank you. Have a nice day. All right.